Madam Justice Desiree Bernard, ever since the 1980s, had been touting the establishment of a family court in Guyana. Today, some 30 years later, this court is about to become a reality. In fact, the building was actually constructed to house the court about 4 years ago. Today, the jurists assembled at the Georgetown Club to review the court. Justice Roxanne George Wilches said that the family court would be responsible for all those things pertaining to family life.
We know that families sometimes have disagreements. Once parties bring their matters to court, whether they're married or not, we will deal with all issues that they bring to the court, and even those that they don't, because the court can inquire. So, for instance, if there's to be a divorce, they're supposed to deal with division of property, the welfare of their children. That is very, very important. As a matter of fact, the Custody Act provides that a divorce cannot be granted unless the welfare of the children is taken into consideration.
As things now stand, different courts would hear different matters. For example, the division of property would be heard in one court, while the divorce would be heard in another.
A high court jurisdiction. We won't have persons going to different courts. Their matters before a chamber judge, before the bail court judge, before the civil court judge. All those matters will be heard by one judge in the family court.
At present, there are matters pertaining to family matters scattered all over the High Court. There must therefore be adjustments when the family court becomes operational. Justice Brassington Reynolds offered this development.
There will be a three-tiered structure in transition. Matters which have already begun will continue to be dealt with by the old rules. Matters which are filed after the promulgation of these new rules will be governed by the new rules. There is, however, a third tier where matters which have already been filed but have not been set down for trial for 3 years, the litigants have an option of filing what is called a request for a directions hearing so as to bring their matters under the new regime.
There is also a procedure for matters that have lapsed in the court. The judges describe this as a matter having fallen into disrepair.
The High Court registrar is allowed to move those existing matters into the or under the new procedural rules. So there's that three-tiered transitional structure which will operate for hopefully for not too long.
Given the diversity of issues involved, there may be need for more than one judge in the family court.
From the time of filing, the parties engage the court system. Whatever proceedings they have will be heard by one judge. So even if you have, hopefully we get to the stage of having 4 to 5 judges in the family court, when a matter goes to the court, one judge will see those parties in relation to all their issues and affairs from start to finish.
Adam Harris, Prime News.